Hey everyone, welcome back to the Incredible India podcast series. I'm Tim.
And I'm Debbie. Hello?
So today, we're doing something a bit different. We're diving deep into Mahabalipuram, that amazing UNESCO World Heritage Site down near Chennai.
Yeah, but instead of just like history books.
Exactly. We're going straight to the source. We've been looking at tons of reviews from travelers who actually did the Mahabalipuram Tour 5 Senses tours.
So think of this as getting the real scoop, the lived experience. Our mission today is to give you a real sense of what this tour is like, why people loved it so much.
And maybe even get you thinking about your own trip.
Yeah.
We're basically pulling out the highlights from what they said.
Okay, so let's unpack it. What's the first thing that jumps out?
Honestly. Just how incredibly positive everything sounds. Like, overwhelmingly so. People are using words like fascinating, great, wonderful.
Yeah, excellent, amazing, incredible, even best.
Yeah.
It's pretty consistent across the board.
It really paints a picture, doesn't it? A really good one.
And something that really stood out to me was how often people mentioned feeling safe and comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, and this is important, solo female travelers. That says a lot, I think.
It absolutely does. Speaks volumes about, the whole setup, the care they take.
Right. Suggests they really focus on making sure everyone feels okay.
And lots of people actually called it a must-do if you're in Chennai. That's a strong recommendation.
Definitely makes you take notice.
Yeah.
So beyond the overall feeling, what else? The guides seem to be a huge factor.
Oh, huge. Almost every review mentions the guides. Consistently knowledgeable, passionate, friendly, professional.
Patient, helpful, you name it, they said it. It's quite the list.
What's amazing is how many people mention their guide by name.
Yeah, I saw that. Kanan, Ramesh, Natarajan, Jainath, Ganesh, Gladius, Shiva, Kalpana. It goes on.
Vijay, Satish, Shankar, Dhanalakshmi, Nivi, Gopal, Harish. It's incredible. It shows they really connected, right?
Totally. It's not just generic praise. And why? Well, people loved the detailed explanations. History, culture.
Which you absolutely need for a place like Mahabalipuram. It's so dense with stories.
Exactly. You need someone to, bring those stones to life. It's not just looking, it's understanding.
And it wasn't just the big history lessons, was it? It was practical stuff, too.
Yeah. Like finding the best spots for photos. So important these days.
And sometimes even taking the photos for people. That's a nice touch.
It really is. Plus things like providing water, finding shade, little things that make a big difference when it's hot.
Oh, definitely. And acting like a local guide, recommending restaurants, other things to do, kind of like a personal concierge.
Yeah. Why do you think those small things resonate so much?
I think it just shows they care. It's not just a job. They're looking after you.
Yeah.
I even saw someone say their guide taught them how to eat South Indian food.
Oh, wow. That's brilliant. That turns it into a proper cultural exchange, doesn't it?
Absolutely. More than just sightseeing, it's sharing customs. That sticks with you.
For sure. Okay, so moving on from the amazing guides, what about getting there? Transportation.
Also gets really good mentions. Comfortable vehicles, clean.
And crucially, good air conditioning.
Yes. A total must-have there.
Yeah.
And the drivers, too, courteous, safe, attentive, punctual.
Which is key because some reviews mentioned it's like a 2 or 3 hour drive each way from Chennai.
Right. So having that smooth, comfortable transit is a big part of the day going well. Sets the right tone.
Definitely. Okay, let's talk about the main event, the sites themselves. The reviews list quite a few.
Yeah, it seems pretty comprehensive. Obviously, the shore temple comes up a lot, that iconic one by the sea.
Right, 8th century Pallava dynasty. It's a stunner. You can imagine sailors using it as a landmark. Amazing history there.
Then you've got things like Krishna Mandapam with all the carvings.
Depicting Krishna's life, yeah. And Pandava's bedroom, that rock-cut cave temple.
It just sounds so ancient and directly carved out of the earth. Incredible effort.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? And Arjun's penance, that huge carving.
Oh yeah, the bas-relief. 100 feet by 45 feet. Depicting the Mahabharata. Must be absolutely massive.
It's supposed to be breathtaking. All that detail telling that epic story, carved in stone. It's also called the Descent of the Ganges, right?
I think so, yeah. And did you see the bit about the cat carving? Standing on one leg like a yogi?
Yes. With the mice around it, a bit of humor in there. I love that.
Me too. Then there's Ganesh Ratha, one of those monolithic chariots.
Showing different architectural styles, yeah.
Yeah.
And Varaha Cave. 7th century lions, guardians.
And Krishna's butterball, that giant boulder just sitting there.
Defying gravity. It's about 5 meters across, apparently. How does it stay there? It's one of those natural wonders.
It sounds like everywhere you turn, there's something else amazing. Trinity Cave Temple.
The old lighthouse. Someone said that was built in 640 A.D., one of the oldest in the world.
Wow. Imagine the views from up there.
Must be incredible. And the 5 Rathas, of course, those famous monolithic chariots.
We mentioned them, yeah. Each carved from a single piece of rock. Incredible craftsmanship.
Just amazing insight into their skills and vision back then.
And don't forget, Mahishasura Mardini Cave. The carvings sound intense. Vishnu sleeping, Durga fighting a demon.
Yeah, really dramatic scenes from Hindu mythology. Good versus evil, powerful stuff.
And what was interesting was how flexible the guides seemed to be, adding extra stops sometimes.
Right, like that Arulmigu Sri Vithaduriswara temple, someone mentioned it had spectacular views.
Yeah, probably up on a hill. Shows they tailor it, don't they?
Totally, and some even went to a Jain temple or St. Thomas Basilica or Ramakrishna Math.
Depending on what the group wanted, it really sounds like they listen.
It does, not just a fixed route. They want to make it special for that group.
Okay, let's shift gears.
Yeah.
Food, always important. Lunch was often included, right?
Yes, and the reviews. Excellent, delicious, sumptuous, authentic South Indian.
Makes you hungry just thinking about it. Sounds like they partnered with good places.
Seems like it. And again, the guide sometimes explained the dishes, showed people how to eat them.
That extra cultural touch again.
Yeah.
Really immersive.
And being by the coast, some people mentioned getting fresh seafood. Nice bonus.
Perfect for the location. So yeah, this theme of personalization, flexibility, it really comes through strongly.
It does. It's clearly not a one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter tour. People felt the guides adapted to them.
Spending more time where they wanted, going at their pace. So important for these kinds of sites.
Absolutely. Letting people soak it in, take their photos. That respect for the individual experience seems key.
And beyond the sites and food, it sounds like people got real insights into local culture, too, broader than just the monuments.
Yeah, that's where a great guide shines, isn't it? Someone mentioned learning about the stone carving industry that's still active there.
Oh, interesting. Connecting the past to the present.
Exactly. And it was nice to see people appreciating that the tour company supports local artisans and businesses.
Yeah, that adds another layer. Responsible tourism. Feels good to know your trip benefits the community.
Definitely. Creates a better experience all around.
So any final practical tips from the reviews?
Yeah, a couple good ones. First, it gets hot, even in winter. So, hydrate.
Oh, coconut water. Good advice. Be prepared for the heat.
Second, remember that drive. About 2-3 hours each way from Chennai. Factor that in.
Good point. Helps manage expectations for the day.
And a little heads up, some tours might stop at a stone trinket shop.
Ah, the souvenir stop.
But apparently you can usually skip it if you're not interested. Good to know.
Okay, so wrapping up, it really sounds like this 5 senses tour of Mahabalipuram offers this amazing mix. History, culture, that personal connection.
All thanks to these fantastic guides. It seems like the combination of the incredible ancient place and that human touch is what makes it so memorable for people.
Absolutely. The guides don't just show you the sights, they bring them alive and make you feel looked after. That really comes through.
It's clearly more than just a tour. It's an experience.
So if listening to all this, hearing about these traveler experiences has got you interested in exploring Mahabalipuram,
That incredible UNESCO World Heritage Site.
you can book a tour with 5 Senses Tours. Just send an email to contact@5sensestours.com. That's the numeral 5 in the email address.
Or you can call or send a WhatsApp message. The number is +91 984 56 77446.
So maybe think about what part of this deep dive caught your attention the most.
Yeah, which stories behind those ancient stones would you want to uncover? That could be the start of your own incredible Indian adventure.